four, three, two, one.
It gets me nervous.
My name is Vanessa, and I'm 16. I was born in New Jersey. To me, a body modification is when you alter your body or your appearance to something that's not as natural as your body should be. Like, it can go from changing your hair, to your makeup, to plastic surgery, to piercings, to injections, all of the above. Actually, what made me get body modifications in the first place was just because I just always thought they were just so pretty and they were just beautiful, and I've looked into it, and it just, everything I saw was just something different, and I've always been the different one. I never went with what people told me to look like, and I just love them. I think they're beautiful. First of all, definitely get it professionally. I know you may be friends with people who probably are like, oh, I'm getting this pierced in the bathroom at the mall today, or this and that. My biggest advice is please just get it professionally done. And if it's something permanent, really think hard about it. Seriously, because I know that my piercings I currently have, they're not permanent, but eventually I will get into permanent things. And you have to really think about it before you do it. Think about your job, think about your career. I know people say, oh, I'll do this and I don't need to get a job, or I'll find a job, but it's really a lot harder than you think it is, especially in this day and age. So really consider that.
Having tattoos for me, I guess physically, it's a form of self-expression for myself. I guess what it means to me physically is that I'm changing myself, but it's something that I'm doing, I want to do. Spiritually, because I'm a deacon and a member of the church, there's that Jeepers Creepers sort of feeling, wondering if God judges you and or thinks you less of a person because you have ink or tattoos or piercings on your body. And I kind of feel like this. I kind of feel like God says, come as you are. And his word, whereas it talks about defiling the body, that's the scripture that you'll hear a lot of people talk about. God says you shouldn't defile your body. But I believe that you defile your body with cigarette smoke and alcohol and all sorts of substance abuse. I don't think that defiling your body is putting ink on your body. So I feel, as a person in the church, I don't feel that it's something that should be frowned upon. If you're coming to church with a short sleeve shirt on as if to show your tattoos to the people that are in church, I think that in itself are wrong. But to have them, I don't think it's wrong at all, because that's like me saying that if somebody wanted to come to the church that had a lot of body piercings or a lot of tattoos, that's like me turning them down and saying, because you have this and that going on, because you have these body modifications, you're not worthy. And the church does not stand for that. The church stands for come as you are.
Tattoos are a self-expression for him, and so I've accepted it. I do have tattoos of my own, and I enjoy myself, so it doesn't really have an impact on our family like that.
I think it's a big stereotype with body modifications, simply because of the grounds in which they originate themselves.
I think it might come from where it started from, I guess you can say, where I want to say tattoos wasn't popular maybe with African American people, more so towards other races. Back in the early times, a lot of people had tattoos which were like gang affiliated more, and now people get them more for self-expression.
My name is Isabel Stevenson. What I do is I'm at home. I'm a manager of my own family. It really depends what kind of body modification we're talking about. I think what we're dealing with is cultural differences, and it depends if it's done for self-expression or shock value or just for aesthetics. Would I allow my children to get body modification? It really depends what they would be asking me. Ear piercing, yes. Tattoos, I would probably be very cautious. Would people in my church accept body modifications? Again, that totally depends on what kind we're talking about. We happen to come from a very traditional, conservative church, so I would say we're okay with ear piercings, and that's probably it. I would say they would have a big problem with other modifications.
My name is Tyler James Cantor. I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. LOJK, no, I want to be a cinematographer. Just like a gaffer type cinematographer, just like roaming around. Body modification is very self-explanatory what you just said. A body modification, as in a tattoo, a piercing, a big hole in your nose, something like that. When my brother was, I want to say 17, 16, around there, he recently got his ears pierced, and he started, I don't know, the term is gauging, I guess, putting a bigger hole in the ear. A kid from my town decided to jump him, and just to be a complete overall douchebag, the guy tried ripping out his gauge. My personal opinion with body modifications is I feel they're unnecessary.
My name is Frankie Doria. I'm 14. I started getting body modifications because I just wanted a way to express myself, and I wanted a way to be different at first. But then I just realized I just like the way it is. Like I feel free, and I feel like in control of myself. My childhood was alright. It wasn't the best, but it doesn't compare to most people's, because I know a lot of people that I know at least have really horrible ones, and it's not a competition or anything. But for me myself, I didn't enjoy mine so much. There was a lot of problems in my family, and substance abuse and stuff like that, and I think it made me into the person I am today. Depending on the body modification, say it's a piercing. If you're getting a piercing in a spot like on your face, for instance, you want to make sure it suits you, and you really want to just think hard about it and how people would look at you with that piercing. I like learning about how they work and how everything. I like learning about how everything works, and body modifications are a very interesting thing.
It doesn't really matter to me. I feel like I still would be like a good-looking person without them, but they matter to me because it's just a step, like a closer step to what I really want to look like, and I have this vision of who I want to be and what I want to look like, and they matter to me because it's just helping me get closer and closer to what I really want to do.